So everybody on my Facebook was acting like that this was news, and well, it's not news. It's a year old, but you know, a year ago, so it wouldn't hurt to talk about it. It's kind of old news, but this guy right here, Venice High girls JV soccer coach arrested for sexual battery of players. Sexual battery. This is ABC 7, and this is Fox 13. This was literally published almost exactly a fucking year ago. So that's probably why it started popping up on my Facebook feed and all like my social medias, because it's like it's local news to me, because I mean I'm from that area, Northport, Florida, Venice, Florida. That's where I'm from. So basically when I look back at this and go, oh shit, what the fuck, and I didn't see something, I'm gonna sit here and talk about it. Edward Delaney, I guess he had a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl. How old is he? He's 31. Holy shit, what a fucking piece of shit. He began a relationship with the teen in early 2021 when he was a junior varsity soccer coach at Venice High School. Detectives say Delante would pick up the victim from her home for one-on-one personal coaching. Now, I don't know how many people share this opinion with me, but I don't think any adult, unless it is a parent and a offspring, should spend any time one-on-one by themselves. I mean, even like I understand that there's like no mentorships or whatever, yada yada. If there is a possibility of not allowing that to happen, or having some kind of supervision over anybody, predator or not, being alone with a fucking child should probably just, you know, you should probably just not do that. That's just my personal opinion. I understand that maybe someone will think, well, oh, my piano, you know, teacher is a specialist or whatever. I don't know. But I'm sitting here, you know, pulling a Julian from Trailer Park Boys today. So, cheers, mates. Police say the investigation also revealed audio recordings that corroborate with the teen's allegations. Oh my god, okay, so there's actual audio recordings. There was a soccer coach during the 2021 to 2022 season. According to Venice PD, is no longer employed at the school. No shit. That's pretty much all the news on that. I don't care who you are. A 31-year-old and a 17-year-old should never have a relationship like that at all. That's so fucked up. It's sad to see, especially like in a place where I like grew up. This was like a year ago, so this was Yahoo News. 3 results, yeah. I mean, it's old news as fuck. What was the like the sentence, or like what happened? Like, this is on, what did they say on fucking November 7th? Yeah, but this was a later date, so you used like an older both of the student. Oh, what's this? The fuck? This is a different coach. Venice, what the fuck? Oh, this was just like an allegation thing because they didn't have any evidence. 2 students alleged that they would hang out with Riles in his office where he would touch their buttocks. What the fuck? After play fighting or hugging during their sophomore and junior years. Okay, well, I mean, still very concerning. Like, even if he didn't do anything, it's still concerning as fuck to like hear. Let's see if there's any more news on this guy, because this is a little bit later. This is November, so this is actually a little bit sooner. What is it with Venice? What is it with your track record here, Venice? To like in the same year too. That's so weird. Why do you get like, that's such a bad track record, Venice? I don't know. Come on, Venice High School, do better. The fuck is that shit? So I guess this is kind of like the anniversary of this Edward guy doing these terrible fucking things, and also I guess there was a soon-to-be anniversary of an alleged sexual assault from 2 other students from I guess a different coach, and it's just kind of like wow, like I didn't know that this was happening. Like, this is a little bit different than Northport. Like, Northport's is way cooler than this. Northport is like fucking principal hypnotizing people, and then fucking another principal dropping bowling balls out of a fucking our stories are way cooler than yours, Venice. Fuck you, Venice. Like, but seriously though, like, we gotta tone it up on like keeping these people in check, because I mean they do a pretty decent job, because we have full-blown access to basically Google Maps where our fucking child predators are, so it's easy to stay away from them generally in residential areas. But you never know what's going on in public. You never know who's like walking next to you or who you're sitting next to at a fucking cafe. So always be mindful and keep your eyes on, even if you like, don't just like protect your own children, dude. If you have like, if there are other kids in the vicinity, always make sure that kids are safe. I don't care if they're not your kids. If there are children and even if they're not your kids, like if you see something suspicious happening, like, I mean, don't be nosy, don't be a Karen, but if you do see like something clearly, blatantly, obviously suspicious, act on it. Like stop it. Like, seriously, like, you could save a life, you could do like anything. I'm not saying don't be a bystander, because at the same time, 90% of the time, and now, like nowadays, if you go and you do like a public confrontation, it usually ends in like dying. It's like, it's hard to not be a bystander nowadays for things. If you're like a bystander, then you sit back and you fucking feel all that guilt of allowing something terrible to happen. But if you fucking pull the hero card and you go try to fucking tell someone that something's wrong, it seems like in society, 9 times out of 10, they'll just fucking shoot you. So it's like, no one can win an argument anymore. Penguin Zero, Charlie from Moist Critical, did talk about this. Like, he was talking about how it's sad. Like, there was the dad with the 9-year-old girl at Starbucks who he just simply asked the guy to turn his music down politely, and the guy stabbed him. And it's just, why, man? Like, what is wrong with society? Like, back in the day, you'd have a little scuffle, you know, and then it'd be, you know, over. Or even, like, now then, it's like, if you have to escalate something to a fight, then clearly you've lost the argument. If you can't verbally win the argument, and you choose to instead escalate it to a fight, even if you beat my ass, you're still wrong. Like, everything I said about you is still valid. Like, if I lose the fight, I didn't lose the argument. So it's just, it doesn't change anything. That's why fighting in silly bully stuff like that is so fucking stupid. But nowadays, you can't even have those confrontations because people will just fucking straight up shoot you, especially now in Florida with that new gun law, which, I mean, I'm not even for or against. I'm very indifferent on it. I'm not against it. I'm not for it. I don't disagree with the Second Amendment, but hey. So we have all these fucking pieces of shits running around for all these different things. Just take care of your kids. Just keep an eye on your kids. Don't neglect them. Don't feel annoyed by them. Treat other people's kids with the same respect. You know, take care of them. They're small. They fucking cannot fend for themselves. You have to step up and protect children. That is literally what you have to do. So, yeah, don't be a piece of shit. PE teacher from Venice. Watch out for those. Just there's a few of them apparently. Watch out, guys. Thanks. Later.
Complete.